Final, congratulations. How do you feel about that overall performance and so on?
Oh, it's got the job done. I think if you saw that second half, we had a lot of people out of position and all sorts of stuff was happening, and I think the resilience in the group, they shut the game down really, really well at the back end. And I think we went to the driving game and just closed that game out. It was pretty mature at the back end of it. There's always going to be things that we think and wish we could do better, but the resolve and the determination of the boys to get the job done was the key thing. So very proud of them.
Front end of the game, just a little overexcited perhaps that first 15 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Accuracy.
We made little handling errors and little things that weren't really that consequential. So, I don't know whether we're a bit aroused for it, but once we got the ball and then we went 17 points unanswered, it just showed that when we're in control, we're a good team. But we've got to make sure that we're playing in the right parts of the field and not playing in that grey zone in the middle where there's not necessarily that much reward for you, and we've got a little bit of learning to do on game management, but the pleasing aspect there was that the way we managed it at the back end says that we're making progress. So.
A lot of talk through the week, I guess broader public talking point was the absence of Richie Mo'unga, the man that stepped in tonight. Your thoughts?
I think he did a really good job. Really proud of how he approached the week. He's a great goal kicker. He learns a lot. He did some fantastic things in general play, and he stood up defensively really well. So there's a young man who's growing, and he's better for the experience. And look, his future is bright, and he'll keep learning and keep getting better. But he's really done his job today.
On the injury front, you look to have had 3 fairly significant issues there. What can you tell us?
Yeah, so Mitch Dunshay's come off with a lower leg. They haven't had the outshot of that, but he hobbled off and was ice packed straight away. So I don't, we'll see what they've got to say. And the other guys came off on knock. So we just have to wait and see how they all shape up. So when you're looking at it from the game, there's going to be a bit of collateral damage. So we'll pick up the pieces and make sure we look after everyone really well, give everyone the best shot to get to next week.
You got a preference who you meet in the final?
No. It'd be nice to be here, but that's out of our control. All we can do is stay in control of what we've done, and today we've managed to do that. So, we've been living by the mantra, first things first. So, first thing, let's get to the final, and we'll worry about who's next.
You talk about that resolve, sort of the 3 driving mauls in a row, and you get that penalty. I think it was Alex Hodgman. I think it was who got up. You talk about that passage play.
Yeah, it was pretty pivotal. I think the forwards did a really good job and got on top of them, and they've got a real appetite for the physicality and the bound stuff, which. From my previous experiences, is really how the game's played, and they've lapped that up and really enjoyed it. So, to shut a game down like that just shows we know what our strengths are, we know how to use them the right way, and technically they're very good. So, nice, pleasing way to almost suck the life out of a game. And I guess there might be a few old Canterburyans will be looking at that going, "That's great. That's how rugby can be played, and maybe it should be."
That's what I was going to say. That's what Canterbury do, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, our pack is renowned, and it has been. And that was where the fire was lit with me in 82 to 85 when Grizz had that team. That forward pack was pretty dominant, and when you've got a scrum going forward, earning your penalties, and you've got a drive doing the same, it's a hell of a weapon. And that aids the armchair that you can give a young first five who's making his way. He gets the comfortability to know that there's a platform in front of him, and then he can pull the strings from there.
What was the message just when Tim Bateman came back out after his HIA and he had the earpiece, and what were you trying to get out to the team at that stage?
Just game management. Just really, let's make sure we play in the right parts of the field. And look, Timmy knew that, and maybe just having a chance to have a chat and just a breather there. And on he went, because at that stage I think Drummy was on the wing and Bridge had come to the middle field, and I think Birdie was talking about maybe playing first 5, but we put the brake on that. But look, it was a lot going on. So. To get Tim back out there with his calm, sort of authoritative manner, he's very calm under pressure. That's just what we needed. So we were just lining up our chat with what he was thinking.
Do you train for moments like that when got guys in all sorts of different positions like you had out there?
Yeah. No, we did this week. We've done a lot of what ifs. We've done a lot of someone goes off, what happens. So actually, it's part of our learning, and really you get to those sort of 1 in 1,000 situations, but they're all really relevant. And in a game, there are micro moments that are really big. And if you can preload those, you can go through those in training. You don't take a lot of time out of the day to sit and say, here's a situation, what would we do? And all of a sudden, the boys have got some information and they can apply it. So the what ifs today on shutting a game down, I think we achieved that.
You're looking for, you got one more game as head coach?
Yeah, loving it. Loving my time, really proud to be a part of it. Loving the boys, they're a hell of a group. Really enjoying my time back in Christchurch, and we want to make sure we give ourselves the best chance to finish this off properly, and then we can reflect on it. But so far so good, one more to go.